And Ken Lusaka, is he seeking to reclaim the Bungoma governor's seat? You recall he was ousted after the whole wheelbarrow business. Were they carcinogenic or non-carcinogenic? I'm not entirely clear.
You remember very interesting things.
Yeah, I mean, they were expensive. How much were they per?
Has casted his ballot at Mululu Primary School polling center in Sabatia constituency, Vihiga County. And now we have Oko Kusa in Kondele, Kisumu, an area I've extensively covered. Last election, nilikula tiaga sana hapo. So Kusa, tell us what's happening where you are.
Well, Dennis, I remember that so well. Actually, where you are eating tear gas, as you just said, is somewhere down here, not very far from where I'm standing. But that aside, remember this election, the voting exercise started here at around 6. We were actually here. But some of the people you're seeing behind me spent the night here. Some were here as early as 11 a.m. That is last night. And they've stayed up to 3 a.m., up to 5 a.m., up to 6 a.m. to cast their ballot. And something interesting again happened here last night when police were forced to fire tear gas canisters into the air to disperse an unruly crowd that had gathered here at Kondele roundabout, excited and were sort of saying that they are here to keep vigil until the polls open. But the IEBC staff that had already reported at this particular polling center felt a little unsettled by their presence and called in the police, who had to use some little force to disperse them. But still, there are people who spent the night here waiting for the polls to open, and the exercise has been running on so far so well. We are talking of about 23,000 registered voters in Kondele ward. Here where we are, that is at the Kondele roundabout polling center. We are talking of 9 polling stations, and as you can see, long queues have been forming here since 5 a.m. as I've mentioned, and it's been going on like this. A couple of people have already voted, and the turnout, according to the returning officer of Kisumu Central constituency, that is Kipruto Yegon, is overwhelming. Actually says that one of the challenges that they've had is dealing with the controlling the high numbers of people who have turned up here to participate in this exercise. And so far, that is what is happening. Let me just bring in this gentleman here to tell us what has transpired so far. By introducing yourself first, and then you tell us what happened here last night. We are made to understand that police had to use some little force to disperse some people. What exactly happened?
Okay, my name is Atuoto. I'm speaking as I'm speaking like a voter of Kondele here. So yesterday, what happened? People think they were blocking the road because of that cheering and jeering. I think excitement too. There's nothing bigger than that. There's nothing wrong about that. So the policemen didn't want them to block the road. They want, if you are happy or you are cheering, just cheering, you cheer inside here. The only thing, they were blocking the road. People want to pass it at night. Yeah.
Now, other than that, so far, what can you say about the exercise?
Okay, I think the exercise is good and it's calm. You can see it's very calm. And you see people are bringing in elderly people, those people with disabilities, they're voting here very quietly. And I think this is the first day I've seen Kisumu, the voting going very well like today. Yes.
Thank you very much. Let me just also talk to some of the gentlemen here on the queue. Kwa jina sa kwanza, your name first?
My name is Mark Mayo, from Useme, but Sapsam County. I'm here to vote in Kisumu County for a change, and here at Kondele it's so quite peaceful as compared to other areas, and also it is it's a yardstick always for a violence, but now today is opposite, very peaceful. People are really voting well, and the queue is moving well. Everything is nice.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. The lady.
Oh, thank you. My name is Leah Korthochola. I'm a voter of Kondele. I'm happy with the IBC plan. Today I've seen the queue it's not congested, and we are going very fast. We are here to choose our leaders, and it's our it's our right. Now I'm here to demonstrate my right, and I like the way Kondele people are cool. There are no violence. They are just inciting themselves, and I'm happy for that. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Olive, Dennis, what is happening is that the whole of last night, there's been a lot of blowing of whistles and vuvuzelas. That is according to what they say is instructions from the Azimio One Kenya Alliance presidential candidate Raila Odinga that on the eve of the elections, they should come out and wake up people to troop into the polls. So that actually has been happening here since last evening and through the night, even up to this moment, it's still going on. And of course, we are experiencing some kind of excitement in this town. Earlier on, we just spoke with the city manager, that is Abala Wanga, who 2 days ago issued some directive to the extent that all the bars, lodgings and restaurants in this particular town should be closed between 8th and 9th. That is yesterday midnight to today at around 5 p.m. after the polls close. That is when the bars and the lodgings and the restaurants and even supermarkets and markets will be opened. And we've just talked to him a while ago, and he says he's been moving around just to ensure that that directive is observed. And again, he also mentioned to us that they have put in place security measures, emergency measures too, in terms of fire engines, ambulances, and just in case there is need for such kind of machines to be used as we move forward. So he's saying that all is well, it still is calm, security is in place, and therefore nobody should feel threatened in any way to come out and cast that all important vote. So we'll be here to keep our viewers, of course, updated. Remember, the gubernatorial seat here has attracted 4 candidates. That is Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, who is the incumbent and is defending his seat. There is also Jack Ranguma, who used to be who was the first actually governor of Kisumu County. So he's coming back again to try and wrestle the seat from Nyong'o on a MDG ticket. There's also Professor Otieno Osenya of UDA, and finally there is Beryl Meso, who is vying on an independent ticket. Of course, there are 7 constituencies that make up Kisumu County, and there are specific constituencies that are hotly contested, like here at Kisumu Central, where we are looking at 130,000 votes, and of course we have 6 candidates garnering for that position, including the incumbent, that is Fred Ouda, on an independent ticket, and ODM's Joshua Oron being tipped as the top contenders for that particular seat. Back to you, Olive and Dennis.
Thank you very much, Okusa. Dennis here reminiscing about his time in Kondele, and I have to say, when I was in Kisumu City, it was just beautiful.
It is very beautiful,
yeah.
And Kisumu people are very enthusiastic people. The last election, and I was covering that Kondele